Hey, what's going on, y'all? So my intakes from Alibaba finally arrived. I ordered two types. I ordered a 2.5 inch and a 3 inch, and I wanted to compare these to the Z1 products because these are supposed to be the Z1 replicas. So here I have the 2.5, and right here is the 3 inch. This is a brand new 3 inch kit. So this is normally how it would come packaged. You can see the Z1 box, and I literally, all I did was just like open it up, and I did take the pipes out to kind of compare a little bit, but I'm gonna lay everything out and then kind of go through it side by side so you can kind of see what you're getting if you were to go through an Alibaba vendor for these intakes. And then after this, we can kind of go through like the ordering process. Maybe some people aren't too confident about ordering through Alibaba, so I'll kind of show you like which vendors I got it through, how long it took, any issues with customs and stuff like that. So to begin with, this here is the 2.5. All the silicone couplers are in one. You can kind of see the main intake is here. This is the bin. You got the two couplers that go to the throttle bodies. You got your are your bands or your worm clamps. Then you got your pipes. Kind of see, just so quick comparison. So let me go ahead and lay that out here like this. Then let me take this out. Doing all this with one hand, so I apologize. So that's that, right? That's there. Then you got these parts that go to the filter. Essentially those. Keep those in the bag for now. Then the filter in itself. So I guess you take it out from the top. Alright, so this is kind of comparing that to the Z1. Alright, so let me just open it real quick. So, see, there's no logo on these. Of course, the Z1 has the Z1 logo, but it's pretty much almost the same. So I'll leave that here. I won't take out the other one, but okay, let's put that there. There. Okay, let's okay, so let's do the 3 inch. Let's actually do the Z1s real quick. So the Z1s are very unique, just because, so this is pretty standard, this is exactly same as their 2.5 inch, right? So you got that. Sorry. I'm just gonna. There. They're a little bit longer. And so the thing about Z1's 3 inch kit that's different is that they have pre-molded couplers that transition from 3-inch, or 3-inch was at 70-ish millimeters, to the 60 millimeters at the throttle body. Sorry if my camera isn't focusing. So that's the main difference, right? So you have this that go up here, and then the pipe. The 3-inch pipes are significantly smaller, right? It's wrapped so well, so pretty. Sorry. Of course, like, that goes there. You got that. And then the filters are a little different style. Yeah, they got the shorter filters. Right? So that's sort of how the layout goes. So let's get to the Alibaba one. Okay, starting off, same thing. It's a little shorter, because the style is different, or it's longer, but the L shape is shorter. And so this kind of follows the 2.5 style. You can obviously tell it's a much bigger pipe. And sorry if the camera's moving. I'm kind of using a gimbal. It's my first time using a gimbal with this. Of course, you got this, and PVC hoses. Big difference, of course. You can kind of tell. Oh, they gave me two. One is supposed to be for... Oh, they're the same. Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's one for the 2.5 kit. So, again, like, this follows the 2.5 style where you use this, versus Z1's 3-inch has the nipple, or the barb. Then, let's check out the filter. Okay, so filters significantly different. Can tell. And then of course you have like other couplers somewhere. Oh, there it is. This coupler goes right there. All right. So here you can kind of compare. So let me break out the caliper and then just kind of like start measuring diameters. So that way you can kind of see if there's a difference in them. All right. Okay. Cool. All right, zeroed out. Can't even see that. All right, anyhow, that's zeroed out. So, first one, Z1. I'm gonna get right at the center. So inner diameter 2.325, right? Outer diameter I guess not including the hump. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 exact. Then I guess just to see the coupler. 2.52, 2.53, however you want to round that up. I guess we can go ahead and measure this too. .5. Alright, so for the Alibaba one, we measured here, inner diameter, 2.35. Yeah, 2.35, outer diameter, 2.49, right? So how thick this gauge is. Gauge 0.07. This. 0.07. So they're just the same thickness, same inner diameter. So if we're comparing shape, let me put this on. So comparing shape, there is a difference, right? So the Z1, by lining up here, is longer. You can kind of tell right there. Math location is different. So from here, right? So since that is different, does that mean the silicone covers are longer? Alright, this is the Alibaba one, the Z1. Okay, so they look to be the exact same length and bend, like laying them on top of each other. Diameter wise, I mean, this one was in the bag for a while. Let's see. Not that this really matters, just because it's a little out, because it can still go over. I mean, 2.6, but I mean, as long as you can still fit them over, that's all that matters, right? So for the 2.5, considering that the Z1 is longer, this will probably give you more adjustment. You've got more length at the bottom to be able to move the, to adjust the silicone couplers to a better position, you know, depending on how, you know, how far you need it to come out or how close you need to go in. Really, it's just how far to come out. Let's see. So this one could possibly be short. The fact that the math location is further up, yeah. You definitely have more distance with the Z1. Alright, so I guess that's really the main difference, just the hard pipe. Diameter, outer and inner are the same. So relatively, it's pretty good replica, I suppose. So I'd have to install on the car to kind of see if the distance, the length, plays a major role with fitment. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to the 3 inches. Sorry, trying to just adjust it right here. Okay. Let's start with the Z1. All right. So inner diameter, .83, 2.84, I guess if you round it up. Yeah. Outer diameter, yeah, 3 inch, 3.04. Gauge, I guess thickness. .08 if you want to round it. Alright. And I guess you can do this just for the heck of it. Got 3 inch. Alright. Alright, so for the Alibaba one, inner diameter, .83, outer diameter, .96, thickness, .8. Hold up. 2.78. Yeah, very similar. So I will say that, like, there's like some flat spots around here. Yeah, that's very noticeable. It's like a little dent right there. And for the most part, it's pretty smooth. Even the weld here for the nipple, it's pretty smooth. You know, no like burrs or anything. Even the math, you can see that. The math. Let me make sure. Oh, I guess I should make sure Let me see if I can get you out of focus. Yeah, that's pretty smooth, you know. So this is the Z1. Yeah. So for the Z1, it's like they cut the hole and then welded it on top. And here they cut it pretty big. So it's the same, they just cut it bigger on this one. And then just weld it here. Alright, so let me go back and compare to this one. So this is the 2.5. It's the same thing. They cut it pretty big. Let's see. So yeah, so what you see is pretty much the welds. I mean, I don't know how to determine what a good weld is, but I mean, I'm assuming that I can see it like that. I guess it's got good penetration. So yeah, let's look at the other Z1 again. Yeah, so for the math, it's a little more precise. I mean, not that it really makes a difference. So it's cleaner the way how Z1 did it. So Alibaba and Z1. So I mean, the style, I mean, this one's a little better. This one's a bigger filter. But hard to say if it's really any difference in terms of filtering performance. I don't even know what brand that Z1 is using. All right, so let me at least compare the length of the 3-inch, since I got to kind of compare it with the 2.5, but maybe I'll put the 2.5 together and do the same thing. So you can tell this is the Z1, of course. This is the Alibaba one. So if I match it up here, the math location is relatively the same. I mean, it can change depending how far you push the pipe into the upper silicone section. The lower silicones for both are relatively about the same length. The Alibaba one is like slightly longer, but of course, as you can tell, Z1's lower leg here is longer relative to the Alibaba one. So the Z1 may give you better fitment, just because this will come out further along the core support, radiator, or whatnot, and give you more adjustment, especially since you have more piping. You can go further. Here, you know, the piping is very limited, so you may not be able to get, you know, or you may have to play the fitment a little more, or be limited. Actually, if anything, you'd have more limitation on this one. And then depending on how you put it, it's very limited to like right outside the turn of the core support. So I mean, this just kind of shows that the Z1's fit and finish is definitely better. Let's see what else. Then of course, even with this, the math height is different, so that may play a role in the reading of the math. Let's put this together. Right. So I guess normally people would put this facing down, so this would be driver's side. But for the sake of just this video, just gonna do this. Excuse me. Okay. Then Z1. I mean Alibaba. Lengthwise, relatively, whoa, that's actually a good bit shorter. A good bit shorter. As mentioned, you know, math location is different because of this pipe length. Yeah, this Alibaba one's a good bit shorter, so definitely be careful of fitment issues. That's about it. And math height. So let me go ahead and get a math. I have a spare math. We can put that on and see how far down it reads. All right. So black one, Alibaba. Red one is the Z1. Wow, when you look at it like this, you can actually kind of tell that the Alibaba one it's not a true circle. It's an oblong shape a little bit. So however they're bending the pipe, they're kind of squishing it. This is almost more like an elliptical almost. And the Z1 is it's like a perfect circle. But okay, so comparing to the math location, of course you can kind of see that the Z1 goes in a little further. It looks like it's centered in the pipe versus the Alibaba one, which is like a little more towards the top. I mean, I would say like, I don't know, a quarter of the way down. So keep in mind, this may affect the reading. It may not, I don't know, but this is a difference between the two. Of course, you can see the difference of the math block. All right, so let's try the 3-inch. All right, now for the 3-inch. So kind of comparing the two. Very similar to the 2.5, the Alibaba one. This one isn't as bad. I mean, it looks like it's closer towards the center. And then for the Z1, it's pretty much right at the center. It's a little harder to see. It's further in the pipe. So again, side by side. Alright, so I hope this video has helped you kind of decide whether going through Alibaba for an intake is worth it,